Hello there everyone, welcome once again to Gardening in Queens, New York City. And this video is a complete tour of my little garden here in Queens, where space is limited and everything is grown in containers. So first of all, we have the strawberries. I did a video on these already. Here we have these strawberries in this grow bag that's doing very well. I have a lot of runners that I need to pot up, but otherwise they're doing well. Still have a few flowers. I also have some green onions up in here for now until I'm able to fill this whole section with strawberries. Then I have my blueberry. This is a Chandler blueberry. I bought it a few weeks ago. Came with all these blueberries on it, which I think is beautiful. Over here I have another blueberry, and this is the pink lemonade. This probably has some time more before it starts bearing. Over here, this is a parsley. I'm keeping this one for seeds. As you can see, has a lot of flowers. I'm keeping this to harvest the seeds from it so I could use it next year. Over here is a oregano, growing very beautifully. Nice big flavorful leaves. Over here I have a fig, Miss Figgy. And next I have these two jambalaya okra. Then we have cucumber. This I believe is a Persian cucumber. I think it's a Persian cucumber. There are two of them in here, looking very beautifully. I start to give some flowers, but I haven't seen any fruit on it as yet. Next to it I have this huge cucamelon. I see there are some flowers and some tiny fruit starting to pop up. So this is the first time planting this cucamelon. I'm looking forward to taste it, see what it tastes like. Right down here I have some more green onions that I need to harvest. I'll be harvesting these soon. I also have some Swiss chard over here that struggled with all the heavy rain. It's looking not too bad. There are a few of them. Next we have a guava. This is a pink supreme, if I can remember the name. Guava. It's coming up very nice. I think these leaves are very beneficial, and that's why I'm growing it for the leaves basically. Over here I have my Mayor lemon. We have two lemons on it, but it has a lot of ant, so I gotta do something about these ants before they bring disease to this plant. Over here I have, I believe it's a habanero. This is an overwintered pepper. This is from last year. I kept it in my attic and I brought it out last spring, and it looks very beautiful. It's doing very well. Over here we have a few more okra. This is the jambalaya okra. They're supposed to start bearing from an early age. We'll see how that goes. Over here is some sweet pepper. I believe this is the chocolate sweet pepper. Yep, these are the only pepper that I grew from seed this year. They're still very young. And over here I have my basil tower, looking very beautiful, very healthy green. And up here I have micro dwarf tomatoes, heavily loaded with fruit. And this is another basil tower with a dwarf micro dwarf tomatoes on top. Look at those. Beautiful. So many tomatoes. So many tomatoes on them. They're looking very healthy, very green. Here are some more tomatoes. And this tower I have some cilantro that has bolted because of the heat, so I'm gonna have to harvest those. I also have some parsley that's doing well. Over here some more micro dwarf tomatoes and some thyme, regular thyme. And some more over here, I believe. So these are my basil and parsley tower with micro dwarf tomatoes. And over here I have these spinach. These are Malabar spinach. Look at the size of this leaf for such a small container, for such a narrow container. It has beautiful, huge leaves. It's bigger than the palm of my hand. These are looking very beautiful over here. Next, I have all these vining plants. Here we have long beans, yard long. I think it's Japanese yard long. I think it is. It hasn't started producing flowers as yet. Then over here I have bitter melon. These are very, very small bitter melon. This is what it's looking like over here. Then at the bottom here I have some batata or sweet potatoes. And this sweet potato is from the store and I planted it, so I'm excited to see how much sweet potato I could have from a store-bought sweet potato. Alright, we're moving on. Here I have some more green onions that needs to be harvested. They are falling over, so we're gonna be harvesting those soon. Over here I have my carrots. These are the purple carrot and I believe some red. They're doing good so far. Next to the carrot I have some more Malabar spinach. Very beautiful, green, healthy. And over here we have some tomatoes. As you can see, the young leaves have been burnt by the extreme heat. It's not looking too pretty up top, but the rest of the plant is looking good. I think this is a pink tiger tomato, and maybe a great white, I think. And here's some more Malabar spinach. I'm going to be harvesting these soon as well. Down here I have some more beautiful basil. Next we have some more sweet pepper. This is the red bell pepper. I also have some Kellogg's breakfast tomatoes over here. These have not been they haven't started to produce as yet. Next, in this container I have some more cucumber. I believe these are Persian cucumbers. I have 3 types of cucumbers this year: Persian, bush slicer, and lemon cucumber. Alright, moving on down here I have this beautiful oregano. I think it's called Cuban oregano. Yep. Next I have some 7-pot. 7-pot. These are overwintered plants as well. I did not plant any hot pepper seed. These are all overwintered from last year. They're looking very beautiful. They're starting to produce a lot of blossoms, so that's great. Over here I have a sugar cube melon, sugar cube. Then I have some more cucumber. I believe this might be a bush slicer cucumber. Down here I also have some potatoes that I think are probably struggling. Not sure why, but these are just store-bought potatoes anyways. And I have a small ginger now sprouting. We'll see how that does. Also I have a few more okra, jambalaya. I think they're starting to produce as well. Right here. Yep. Going up. We have watermelon. I believe this is a petite yellow watermelon, and this is a mini love. So I have 2 varieties of watermelon this year. I'm just trying it to see how well it would do. And another cucumber. This is the lemon cucumber. I grew this last year. It was highly productive. It was sweet. It tasted good. Over here is my jalapeno, which I overwintered from last year, and it's producing beautifully. Yep. There we go. Also some more Malabar spinach that needs to be harvested. I have another citrus here. I'm not sure what is it, but I see it popped up in the garden, so I keep it growing in a small container. Over here is a variety of oregano. Starting to struggle a little bit because of the heat and so much rain. And I believe this is a Kellogg's breakfast tomato or a pink tiger with some basils next to it. These basils are doing pretty well with this tomato, and hopefully it's going to help to keep some bugs away. So this is the tour, guys, of my small garden, and I'm trying to fit as much things as possible in this small space. As you can see, you can plant a variety of fruits and vegetables in containers, because as you can see, these are doing pretty well. So doesn't matter how small space you have a container, small container, you can still plant something. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe for more videos. Bye.